Hey friends, it's Charles here, and I'm here with another comic review. And this time I want to take a look at Titan Comics, The Savage Sword of Conan. This is not only an oversized book as far as pages, but as well as the physical size. It is a real throwback to the 70s and 80s magazines, and we'll get into that a little bit, but it has a great foreword by Roy Thomas about some of the history of the Savage Sword of Conan coming from the Savage Tales magazine. And, it's a great history lesson on the origins of, the current Conan series and how it got its start and how Stan Lee was a big part of that. And so I do enjoy the foreword. And this book, it is a $6.99 book, but it is well worth it. It has 3 unique stories in it. And the first one is action-packed, really filled out. The first story alone feels like a few issues of a modern comic book. I'm not going to do spoilers because I never will do spoilers on here. But it is great great told story with great art. I'll show you some. There is no color. It is truly a throwback to those 70s, 80s styles magazines. It really reminds me of 70s Vampirella magazine that I have with the art style and a little bit of the aesthetic. The art style is really, how can I explain it? The black and white is a throwback, but this art itself is very modern. It's nothing that you would see outside of a current Conan run, but it's black and white, but still the page textures even have that have that feel from those old magazines. And so you have, like I said, a long story of Conan here with illustrations, and then you have another story, Conan story, that is just short form, all words. It's not the typical comic reading. There are no panels per se, but the action is well paced and the story is enthralling even without the art. You still get a sense of the drama and the action from the words. It is very well written, and that story is written by Jim Zub. It's called Sacrifice in the Sand, and I could describe it as very visceral and gritty, and a great short story. And then to end the book, you have a story of Solomon Crane, Master of the Hunt. Another, it's in another time, I believe, in from the aesthetic, I would say maybe 1500s England, possibly. Wales. It's in Wales, England, that whole area. And from the history and the context, it puts it somewhere about, from my understanding, about 1500s. And just what's his name? Yeah, Solomon. He's just a traveler, adventurer, and he kind of stumbles upon a mystery. And it's, it said to be continued, so we're going to get another part of this Solomon Kane, that's his name. We're going to get another part to this story, which was a great story itself. It was a little bit shorter. The main event, though, is that Conan story, and Conan and the Dragon Horde. And that is the main portion of this book, and it is well worth it. It's not for those with short attention spans, but it's a great read, and it's wordy, but doesn't overstay its welcome. And so, as a Conan fan and as a fan of throwbacks, I would give it a 10 out of 10. personally. If you're into the modern stuff, I would say even give it a try because it might be something that you dig. I mean, with a lot of these modern books, feels like a lot of you feel almost rushed, and it's a lot of words and a lot of panels without much context a lot of times, and you pay full price for what you feel is a portion of a story. With this is not the case, and the cover is brilliant. Classic Conan, Savage Sword. This might be one I might have to frame up and put on my wall of comics, or maybe even just buy another one just to frame up, do something like that. But anyway, that is today's review. I'll hit you next time. I've been reading a lot of stuff, so I'm gonna be doing a lot of reviews. Over the past 2 days, I've read like 20-something books, so I have tons of content I think I want to talk about. The Amazing Spider-Man within the next few videos. The team up between Peter Parker and Miles Morales. Fun book, a fun dynamic, and I'll probably get more in detail, probably, in a future video. See you next time. Also, if you have not, like, subscribe, leave your feedback, tell me what you think of these reviews, and I'll see you next time.